Hello everyone. Today we will go for the subject that is a ubiquitous computing. What is actually ubiquitous computing? What is need of ubiquitous computing? What are the application advantages and disadvantages of ubiquitous computing? So these are the contents regarding to ubiquitous computing. What is meant by ubiquitous computing? Features of ubiquitous computing, working, application and scope, core properties of ubiquitous system, architecture designed for ubiquitous system, and ubiquitous system environment interaction. How the ubiquitous system will interact with different types of environment. So, definition of ubiquitous computing. So, ubiquitous computing means found everywhere, anywhere, anytime, any location, is nothing but the ubiquitous computing. It is a standard where each activity or object is linked with processing of information. For communicating information, it connects to the electronics devices and embedding processor. Each and every ubiquitous computing will require or is attached with the electronics device and the embedding processor for the purpose of performing some task or function. It is connected all the time and constantly available. Means 24 hours the system will be available, which will acquire the information and process that information at anywhere, at any time, at any location. Its main focus is on increasing efficiency by removing the complexity. The main aim of ubiquitous computing is creating smart product, the product which will be used in an enhanced way. The two methods are mainly followed by the business model. First one is a push and second one is a pull. So push method for advertisement, mail, electronics media, and for pull we are browsing the website, hard copies of printout, which will give the information, or we are pulling the information, and we are pushing the information means we are giving the information for the different types of people or different types of environment. Features of ubiquitous computing: memory and storage requirement are reduced by the use of inexpensive processor. As if you want to use a system with expensive processor which require less power, but main features are less required, so it is quite costly. So because of which we can use a less expensive processor for attaching a small device. Then real-time attributes are captured. So in real-time attributes, we can capture different, suppose you want to capture the temperature. So using different type sensors, we can capture the temperature. So real-time temperature can be captured. So real-time attributes are captured, constantly available and totally connected computing devices. So which are device, any object or the atoms we are attaching the ubiquitous device, it will be constantly available and totally connected. Instead of one-to-one or one-to-many in the environment, it focus on many-to-many relationship along with the idea of technology. So many-to-many relationship in which one device may be connected or can access the multiple information or send the information to the many one or many atoms. So this is what many-to-many relationship can exist in the ubiquitous computing. Includes invisible or visible, local or global, public or private, social or personal, and invisible and visible features. Depend on internet. So internet is required in ubiquitous computing, wireless technology, and advanced electronics. The reliability factors of different equipment used may be impacted when technology progresses. Then what are the advantages of ubiquitous computing? It is quick, efficient, and effortless. It supports new classes of intelligence and portable appliances or smart devices. So ubiquitous computing, self-learning, we can say it is self-learning, or it is a portable which move from one location to another. It gives people convenient access to relevant information. So whatever information are required by the user or the customer will be provided in a convenient way, and the information will be relevant one. It removes the complexity of new technologies. Environment will be supplemented with interconnected digital technology. Interconnectivity will eliminate mundane tasks. Now, these are some applications of Ubicom. Remote computer will monitor our health statistics. So, in the hospital, from one patient's information, or patient will be monitored with the help of remote computers. So what are the different types of health issues, or what are the health problem of the patient will be monitored. Then second example is a car will use the internet to find the open parking space or the nearest vegetarian restaurant for their owner. Whenever the user will go in any location, so he required to find the parking free space. So automatically he will get the information on a mobile where the free space is available and anywhere vegetarian restaurants are available. Then using digitickers for or implanted monitors in development of smart clothes. So in smart clothes, different types of sensors will be attached to the fabrics and they will monitor the health and give the information. Scope of ubiquitous computing. So where we can use the ubiquitous computing, or where the ubiquitous computing scope is there, mobile, wireless, and unplanned networking infrastructures for ubiquitous computing. So mobile as a smart device is one example of the ubiquitous computing. The wireless network or unplanned networking infrastructure can be used in the ubiquitous computing. Tools and techniques for planning, implementing, evaluating ubiquitous computing system. Location and in-place studies of ubiquitous computing technologies in use. Then location aware and context-based system for ubiquitous system. Privacy, providing the privacy or providing security and trust in the ubiquitous computing system. Properties of ubiquitous computing. Computers needs to be network, distributed, and transparently accessible. Human-computer interaction needs to be hidden mode. So if you are using the SCI concept, so how the human will interact with the computer and the physical environment, that should be hidden. So this is the main property of ubiquitous computing. Computer needs to be context aware in order to optimize their operations in their environment. So context awareness. Suppose you are going for the location awareness. The computer should be location awareness to optimize their operation in their environment. Computers can operate autonomously without human intervention, be self-governed in contrast to pure human-computer interaction. So here the automaticity should be there. So no human intervention should be there. The system should automatically execute the operation for which it has been designed. Computer can handle the multiplicity of dynamic actions and interactions governed by the intelligent decision making and intelligent organization interaction. So this is the architecture of distributed ICT system. So three types are there. So first one is physical environment, second one is human environment, and third one is a virtual environment. So in virtual environment, we are going for virtual reality, embedded reality, are the example of ICT which are used in a virtual environment. So these are the 5 properties of ubiquitous system. First one is implicit SCI, second one is autonomous, so atomicity, and third one is a context awareness, fourth one is a intelligence. The system should be intelligence. We automatically acquire all the properties based on the environment, and third one is a distributed. In physical environment, we are having the ecological living things, and second one is physical phenomena, all the physical objects. And human environment, we are having personal, social, and public features. So this physical environment interact with the ubiquitous system, human environment interact with the ubiquitous system, and ICT environment, that is virtual environment, interact with the ubiquitous system using CCI, that is computer interaction. Then here human computer interaction, and here is a computer physical interaction or environmental interaction. So this is the architecture of distributed ICT system or ubiquitous computing. So properties, distributed properties of ubiquitous computing. First one is distributed ICT system, second one is network, third one is transparency and openness. So distributed IT system, I will study the diagram. ICT systems are naturally distributed and interlinked. Multiple system often appear as a single system to the user. So user does not know where these multiple systems are located. He knows only he is performing the operation on a single machine. Then network ICT devices, information communication technology tools such as computers, laptop, desktop, data projectors, etc. offer services that can be locally or remotely accessed. Transparency and openness. Transparency is strong link to notion that devices and functions are embedded and hidden within a large interactive system. Openness allows system to avoid having to support all their functions at a design time, avoiding close implementation.